Welcome back. Welcome back. You man Diamond K in here, radioonfire.com, the Diamond K Show.com, and a lot of things I want to get into tonight. First of all, I hope everyone is well. The matchup that we thought we were going to see tonight is not going to happen for a while. The versus was supposed to go down today. I was ready for versus, but then all of a sudden, no versus is going to happen. And why is that? That is, we're not going to get a versus because Ashanti has tested positive for COVID-19. Ashanti posted this, "Hey y'all, can't believe I'm saying this, but I've tested positive for COVID-19. I'm okay, not in any pain. I'm actually down to do verses from my house. We're trying to figure this out." But she went on to talk with Keisha Cole. We're not going to do the verses until after Ashanti is better. So definitely get well, Ashanti, and all of that. Nikki in the building. How you doing, Nikki?
I'm good.
So we were talking about verses. Verses not going to happen tonight. Ashanti is sick with COVID-19. And so you can't do the makeup artist, can't be around camera people, can't be around Keisha Cole and all of that. So no verses. So that's going to come in January. They have merchandise and all of that. Just so people know, get the merch, merchandise. Take a look at some of these shows. They have shirts, they have hoodies, all that good stuff.
Way to capitalize.
Yeah, so versus is doing it with all of that, so you can get that. So tonight's topic, I wanted to talk about this. Today, the question of the day was quite simple, I thought, and that was this: why are some Baltimoreans being negative about Mayor Brandon Scott's hair? The Afro is part of our culture. So I asked this question because I see people online talking about the Baltimore mayor, Brandon Scott. He has an Afro, and he has, it's intentional. It's being trimmed. He's growing it, and I think that it is cool. I like it actually, but I see people online talking greasy about our youngest mayor, Brandon Scott, here in Baltimore. Now, Baltimore has a lot of things going on, right? And some people may say, well, I mean, there's so much going on in Baltimore with regards to crime and crime, like they like to say, right? So much stuff. Why are you talking about the man's hair? And let the record show this. I like Brandon Scott, okay? I don't have any issue with his hair. This is the conversations that I'm seeing online, and I wanted to ask the question, why are people being so negative about his hair? The Afro is part of our culture, right? You and me, we can go back. You ask your father, show me a picture back in the day of you, and they're going to have a picture of themselves wearing an Afro just like Brandon Scott has right now. So it's like a throwback. It's like embracing your culture, and this, to me, the symbolism is great. So I asked the question, and we've gotten various responses. We're going to get into some of those responses that we have gotten from this, and then I'm gonna ask Nikki what her thought is on this. You also can let us know your thoughts. 404-436-1277. If you want to, let us know your thoughts on that. So, Nikki, what are your thoughts on Brandon Scott? Don't read any comments yet. I want to know your personal thoughts. What do you have an issue with Brandon Scott having this Afro, which to me is the epitome of blackness, keeping his hair natural? What are your thoughts on this? Brandon Scott's hair, Mayor Scott, excuse me.
Well, actually, I guess it doesn't bother me because I never even looked at it or took like a serious second look at it. It's like, okay, that's his,
so
it's hair. Like it's it's well groomed. For me, it's not distracting at all, and I just think that it's hair. It's fine to me.
Okay, I agree. And so we've seen a lot of things. So go ahead and pull up some comments, and we'll get to those in a second. So the thing about it is that if I tell a sister, you need to stop wearing your hair natural like that, get rid of those locks, people gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy, right? I can't tell my sister how to wear her hair. And then if she's wearing it natural and me coming at her talking about you need to do something with that, why don't you go ahead and cut that off, perm it, put a wig on. Lady can wear her hair however she wants to wear her hair, right?
Right.
And especially if she's wearing it in a natural style, I won't come to her crazy. But that's how people come in at Brandon Scott crazy. Looking here on YouTube, Fields One says that he looks crazy. Okay. Phil, I mean, what do you mean he looks crazy? Why does he look crazy? I don't know. So that's what he said, and that's on YouTube. So do you have any comments? Where are these comments coming from exactly?
These are Facebook comments.
Okay.
And they vary.
All right, so we can pull some of them up on the screen. Go ahead. Whose comment are you reading?
All right, we're going to Lily Johnson.
Okay.
Lily thinks that it's ignorance. He is progressing forward in his political career while others are worried about his hair. He is unbothered.
Okay. Lily said this?
Yes. He's progressing in his career.
So she means that he's getting elected. He's doing things.
Right.
He's doing things with his life. And he's not bothered by what some people may think of him.
Right.
That was what he said?
Right.
Okay. All right. So I see that. So she says ignorance. Okay. What else?
Yeah.
What else stands out to you?
Kemuel Johnson. I really like this. Folks looking at the cover and not reading the book.
Okay.
I love that.
Folks looking at the cover and not reading the book. Okay.
Yeah. Ed Brown. They don't understand the culture, and I see nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Kirk D. Boone, nothing wrong with his hair. He just needs some bell bottoms to go with it. I thought that was
what? Say that again.
Nothing wrong with his hair.
Uh-huh.
He just needs some bell bottoms to go with it.
Oh wow. Okay. Talking about the 70s swag.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Eric Atwell, it's so silly how the public focuses on the wrong things. I think it's dope that he got sworn in with an afro. The public always wants to rob people of their culture and pride. I commend that man.
100.
Yeah,
okay.
100. Okay, so Alvin Ledbetter decided to use a SAT word.
Okay.
Because people in Baltimore are contrarian.
That is an SAT word.
And have a crippling negative opinion just about everything.
Okay.
Danielle Denise Ellis, that's because they are so deeply programmed to believe that Black excellence is separate from our culture. In past, we used to transform, or should I say clean up, when we made it. Now we Black AF, even in the boardroom.
Okay. Let's slow down for a second. What does she mean by that?
You tell us. What do you think she means by that?
You said that.
I'll repeat it. You want to repeat it?
Yeah, read that again.
That's because they are so deeply programmed to believe that Black excellence is separate from our culture. In past, we used to transform, or should I say clean up, when we made it. Now we Black as even in the boardroom.
Okay. I like that. What's her name?
Her name is Danielle Denise Ellis.
Okay, shout out to her.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. I want to break that down for a second because I think that some other comments, I think that she is speaking directly to some other folks, not even knowing.
Right.
All right. So she said that we are so deeply programmed, meaning black people, so deeply programmed to think that you have to tone down your blackness. And there's a separation between doing things to the highest level and looking how we as black people historically like to look. Right?
Right.
And that when you quote unquote make it, that you have to separate yourself and do something different. You got to tone down, right?
Right.
But now people are embracing our culture. We are embracing our culture even when we are in the boardroom. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, let's go. Let's continue, please.
Charlene Thorpe, I love it.
I love it. Okay.
Basil Wahid, because they're stupid.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, because they're stupid.
Plain and simple.
Now, Kenny Brannon, well, he's the mayor. He was elected. Nobody else was even close to getting elected. He really didn't have any competition. Okay. I was raised in an area where they tell you to wear your best suit, get a haircut, shave if you're going for a job. If he was going for a Fortune 500 company, trying to be the top executive, or a company that Trump owns, I highly doubt that he would get the job due to his haircut. I get what everybody is saying, but it's a no for me. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That's a lot.
That was a lot. That was a lot. So he's saying that I thought that that Danielle was speaking to him almost.
Perhaps.
You know what I mean? It's just like, what do you feel about what Kenny said?
I think Kenny needs to wake up and come into this century.
Okay.
I think now a lot of things that weren't acceptable before are acceptable now. So I think Kenny's thinking is a little dated.
What you mean?
Meaning that he's like, you gotta get a haircut. Basically, if he doesn't conform, he's not gonna get the job. But like he said, that was back in the day. To a degree, that's absolutely still true now. But I think it's still a little bit more accepted than it used to be. And the reason why, yes, hair. I mean, everything. I mean, yes, mostly hair. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, here's my thing. He's already the mayor.
Right. True.
So you talking about he trying to get a job with Trump or Fortune 500? He's already the mayor of the city, right? He already got the job, doing it how he does it. I don't see any problem with that. I don't see any issue with that. But why is it that some people do? What is it? What is it in them that says, however he has his hair? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
However he wears, I mean, if it's a white person, right? Middle America, he wears his hair long. Other white people not saying, oh, well, that guy needs to cut his hair. He needs to wear it close cut. Why doesn't he have a buzz cut? He ain't saying that. Right. Whatever. If he got whatever. Does anybody see the president's hair? His hair's a whole mess.
Yes.
Yeah, his hair's a whole mess. Any other comments stick out to you?
Ella Hines, I love his natural afro. I have an afro also. I thought this was interesting. My grandchildren calls me Mayor Brandon's twin. Funny.
Oh wow, that's cute. That's cute. And let's do this. Let me hold on a second. Let's do this. Let's go to the line. Hello, who is this? Wait a minute. Can you hear me? You cannot hear me. What's going on with your phone? Because I definitely want to talk to this person. All right, we're gonna get this together. All right, keep reading. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with this line here. I want to bring this color on. Go ahead, continue.
So we have Michael Jones, because they slaves.
Oh,
right. That's kind of deep.
Ouch.
Stephanie Randall just says, I don't see a problem with it. Then we have Buck Jones, complete ignorance on all levels. The joke is getting tired. I agree.
What joke is getting tired?
You'd have to ask Buck Jones.
Okay, so he's saying, okay. So
complete ignorance on all levels. The joke is getting tired. That is what the comment is.
Okay.
Rod Stevens, pay it no mind.
Is that the DJ?
I believe so.
Caller, can you hear me? They cannot, because we can't. Can you hear the caller? Because I don't hear the caller. I want to get them on the line. I'm gonna get them on this line. Definitely. All right, go continue. Keep reading.
Howard High, Def Dabney says ignorant.
Okay.
Franco Nitty Silva, I love it. They hating for real.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Let's see what else we have here. A Grant Boomin Burley. I'm always here for the jokes, but some that self-hate shines through in some black folks. That's interesting. That is very interesting.
They said that what now?
I'm always here for the jokes, but some of the self-hate shines through in some black folks. Yeah, like they hate themselves. That's true.
Caller, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Perfecto. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Kenny B from Baltimore.
Could you hear me at first?
No.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so we were talking about this as you well know. We're talking about Brandon Scott's hair, and some folks saying he needs to cut it. Like, what is he doing? And we read your comment on it. Like, what? So, where does this come from? What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah. Honestly, I think he needs to cut that hair. To be honest with you.
Okay.
To me, in my personal opinion, it's not professional, especially when you're trying to lead a big city like Baltimore. But I get it. I mean, he already won. He didn't have any competition, so it was like it doesn't even matter what his hair looks like. He was going to win regardless. So I guess he's like, forget it. I don't have to cut my hair. I don't have to make myself nice and neat, get all groomed up, get a nice haircut, shave.
Well, I mean, he shaved. The guy, it's shaped up. He sat in the chair. They trimmed it.
It's not cool. It's not good. I can't ever imagine myself getting a bush like that. I know it's culture, and they used to do it in the 60s and the 70s, but forget about it. It's not happening.
Yeah,
especially when you're the leader of the city of Baltimore. Now, just imagine if he was just trying to run and just like put his name in the bid.
He was running. He ran like that.
But what I'm saying is nobody knew who he was, and he was just an outsider saying, okay, my name is Brandon, and I'm trying to be the mayor. They would joke him something serious. He would not have a shot. The only reason he got away with that is because he already has a name for himself. He was a leading candidate. Nobody else was close. The other two, the Republican and the Independent, didn't have a shot. So that's the reason why he walked in. But believe me, if there was a better candidate and he had his hair like that, Brandon Scott had his hair that way, he wouldn't at all.
So when he was running and Sheila Dixon was still in the race,
correct?
Who came close to winning? She
like
came
that?
Close. It was like that. It was like that.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Yeah, so I mean,
it's.
So you think that
needs to go?
You think that he could have lost against a better candidate if his hair was like that, but if he had his hair close, then and another candidate he would have won. But hair alone could have cost him this race.
Yeah, correct.
Wow, that's a serious statement there.
And let me tell you something. And like I said in my statement, I feel like if he was trying to get a job in the White House with Trump, and he walked in there with that bush, he would have got laughed out of there so fast. Your head would have been.
Well, I don't think he would have tried to get in the Trump administration. But let's say the Biden-Harris administration.
Yeah.
You think that this is disqualifying in the Biden-Harris? First of all,
absolutely.
No sane person wants to work in the Trump administration.
Right.
They have ladies. They have ladies with natural hair. That's part of the Biden-Harris administration.
Any Fortune 500 company, they would have kicked him out on his head. On that
You mean
bush.
any white company?
Any white company, correct.
Okay, well, who wants to work there?
Yeah, well,
Kitty
you gotta
B.
do what you gotta do.
This is DJ Kenny B.
Yeah.
So Kenny, of course, we go way back. And you've always been somebody to speak your mind and hold your opinion, no matter how many facts how many examples I bring. Kenny's gonna hold his opinion if that's what it is, and I respect that. I disagree with it 3,000%, but of course I respect. And a lot of people feel how you feel. How have you been making out in this pandemic?
Oh man, it's tough out here. I had to go back to work because I was like just self-employed DJing and doing karaoke, but all of that died in March. So right. I actually went back to the school system. I teach again the 3rd grade in Harford County School.
Okay.
So I'm just holding on. There's no extra DJ money, karaoke money.
Yeah. So
I'm
that's
working
true.
from home. I do like that.
Yeah. So you think that are you taking the vaccine?
No.
Okay. No vaccine.
I'm gonna wait till everybody's hair fall out and their arms fall off first, and then I'm gonna.
You'll make sure.
If I'm going to, yeah, that's correct. I'm just gonna keep eating my vegetables and my Wheaties and taking my vitamins like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good.
Prayers.
As far as the restrictions for Baltimore City that have been laid out by the mayor, what are your thoughts on the restrictions? Do you think that it's needed?
It's needed, but I get it. It's putting a lot of this. The timing is actually bad. It's putting a lot of people out of work before Christmas. I would have waited maybe another couple weeks and got through Christmas first and then put the ban on. But it's definitely, we need to do something. And I said this also on my Facebook page. I went downtown yesterday to the Lexington Market. I'm going to estimate, and my numbers could be off by 1 point, and not more than 1 point. But it was 75% of the people down there did not have a mask on.
When you say
not even hanging on their
75,
not in their pocket.
You're talking about the folks that are hanging outside.
Hanging outside.
Well, of course. I mean, the ones in front of Lexington Market, of course they don't have them. They're not wearing a mask. Of course not.
And then when I rode through the city, I rode up Pennsylvania Avenue. They was all out there, no mask.
Now, what about inside? Did you go inside the market?
Well, yeah.
What about inside?
Police officer standing at the door, so you have to have your mask on going in. But people in there have their mask off. As they get in, they take the mask down.
Wait, inside the market?
Inside the market.
What about the people working there?
The workers did have their mask on.
What about you? Did you have yours on?
Oh, my mask was all the way up over my eyes.
Yeah.
I went in there and got my shrimp, and I got the hell out of there. I was not trying to stay down there long. There was too many people walking around with no mask on.
Yeah, I've not been in there since they've done the remodeling. How does it look in there?
It's still old.
Okay.
They didn't finish any remodeling yet. What they did was they tore the new building down first, and they're gonna do that part that's where the market's gonna go, where the parking lot was.
Okay.
The building, the Lexington Market's going to go where the parking lot was and the new building.
Okay.
And then they're going to tear the old part down.
And that's
going to be the parking lot.
Got you. So it's going to reverse.
Yes.
That's
so once they get the building up, they're going to throw everybody in there and then tear the old building down and put the parking lot up.
Lexington Market. Yeah. So I mean, it's we have a lot of work to do in Baltimore. And I definitely think that they're going to need to do something with the folks out front. If we're going to really start, we're going to do something.
I had to walk through a maze to get in there. Like,
yeah.
Excuse me. They just all saying, yeah, I got you in here. Everybody's selling something.
Need a ride. See these movies.
Food stand.
They want to sell no food stand.
She going to sell some pills here. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I was like, let me just hurry up and run in here and get this shrimp, because they do have the best food in Lexington Market, no doubt.
Okay.
And the best shrimp. So I had to run in there and get me like $30 worth of shrimp and run back out and get to my car. So I just wanted to get away from there.
Well, wow. Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the moment to talk with me. I had to make sure that you felt how you felt about Brandon Scott's hair.
Yeah, I personally don't have a problem with him. I just want him to stop talking and do something. He keeps talking stuff, all the stuff that he plans on doing. I want him to stand behind his word.
He's been in office not even a week.
And well, he's been in office like in the city council too, still talking the same game, and ain't nothing getting done.
Yeah.
So now he has more power now. Let's see if he's going to actually utilize his power and get something done. He's been talking this game for years. When he was city councilman, when he was a city council president, now you're the mayor. What you want to be? What you want to be, the governor next to make some things happen?
I mean, that's probably on his. I'm sure that's on his list of things to do.
One thing he need to stop past the barbershop. That bush cut off.
In order to
his head is too big for that bush. His body's too little for that bush. Is what I should say.
Okay.
He looks like the little green man from the Flintstones, Gazoo.
Okay, so let me say this. People need to know this. You did not support this candidate, okay? And I think that's clear. I think that's clear and obvious.
No, I did support him in the general election. I was not voting for that lady.
Well, yeah.
With her bad wig and I don't know who the other guy was. He just came out of nowhere.
Right.
No, I supported him. I did, but not in the primary. No, I wanted T.J. Smith to win.
Yes, and T.J. Smith obviously has a closer cut hair. So
nice and neat. And professional.
Yeah. But I think professionalism.
We were raised with that generation. It was like, you better not leave out the house with your hair uncombed. They mix your hair.
Sure, but his hair is picked. His hair is picked. He used to pick.
Yeah, it's neat.
It's neat. Right. I can see if it was uncapped, but it's neat.
It sets
it's
us
natural.
back a few years.
His hair sets us back a few years, Kenny.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a damn mess.
You mean back to a time when people cleaned their steps off, and when the streetlights came on, the kids went in the house, and everybody was respectful. Yeah. Back to that time.
Yeah,
that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, we'll say that.
No, that's not a bad thing. What's bad about that?
The stuff that the other folks are saying about him, like, look at this nigga walking around with this big bush on his head.
It's only us. It's only us.
Oh, you think so?
There's only other black people that's calling him out on the Afro. White people are not calling him out on the Afro.
I bet you they're not saying this. That's the coolest hairstyle ever, man.
Well, who cares what they think as far as whether they think it's cool? Other cultures imitate us, okay? Other cultures imitate us, and the Afro is another thing that other cultures want to imitate.
Well, I bet nobody's going to be rocking that thing. That's not good.
You are hard on a brother. Now, if he's able to come in office and reduce crime, then what?
I'll give him some respect then.
Well, good.
He's been doing a lot of talking.
He hasn't been in. Nobody's talked more than Trump, and no one's hurt things more than Trump. Okay, this whole economy is in a free fall. Trump did not get reelected.
Mitch McConnell.
McConnell. Yes, but Trump did not get reelected because of his mishandling of the coronavirus and the pandemic effect. That's why he did not get reelected. Had he, let me say this, had he handled the pandemic correctly or better than this, he could have got himself reelected.
Been that red landslide. Yeah.
He would have got reelected, but he screwed it up.
And why is he out here still in the trying to steal the election, trying to all of the states that turned blue and Biden won, he's suing, but he's not suing Florida and Texas and all over and North Dakota, South Dakota, and all those states though. But he ain't involved in Maryland. Why he ain't come to Maryland? Why he ain't see Maryland though?
Yeah, well,
he ain't see Maryland. Maryland is not a Republican state. He
only wanted to get the swing states.
Yeah.
And Maryland is not a swing state. Yeah.
No, Maryland is a swing Democrat state. He didn't want to even worry about Maryland.
Yeah. Speaking of Maryland, what are your thoughts on Larry Hogan and the job that he's been doing? Katie?
You hear crickets.
Okay.
That's right. I heard everything you said.
You said.
I can't wait. When is he done?
Oh, he's almost done. He's almost done. Yeah.
Good. I told him not to vote for him in the first place. I wanted the other boy to win. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Anthony Brown. But of course, we didn't get out and vote. If you don't get out and vote, this is what happened. We got stuck with Hogan.
Yeah.
Because the Democrats did not get out and vote, but they came out and voted for Biden though.
Well, and here's why: the horrible job that Trump did energized people to get out and vote.
Like they did for Obama. They came up for Obama. They came out for Biden.
Yeah, and nothing energizes people to get out and vote like a bad Republican president. Bush. Yeah. And notice that whenever we have an economic downfall, there's a Republican in office, and then people rush out to vote the Democrat in.
Correct. And nobody got out to vote for this governor that we have. We could have had two good governors. We could have had, what's the other guy, Ben Jealous? And we could have had Anthony Brown.
Yeah. And
2 times they did not come out to vote. And this man slipped in because the Democrats did not come out.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. But I'm glad they came out because, and Kwesi Afume is in office, because I was not going to let that stripper get in the office. Because that was a daggone mess. You can't go down Pennsylvania Avenue and go feed all the junkies and the crackheads and the homeless people down there and tell them stand in the street and hold signs and think you're going to walk in the office when they don't even vote themselves. Well, I mean, how you going to get the junkies to go vote when they don't even have ID?
Easy.
What was she thinking? What was she thinking? I mean,
she wasn't thinking.
And look, and then the little witch gonna walk down the street at 4 o'clock in the morning in a black neighborhood. Ain't nobody outside, but you won't do that at 3 p.m. though. Walk down Pennsylvania Avenue at 3 p.m. by yourself with your high heels on to see what happened to you.
Well, she didn't get off till 2 a.m. So. I mean, she came when she got off
that
of
makes
work.
Sense. She was up. She probably went and got herself something to eat in the Double T Diner, and then she went right straight down to that street that she walked at 4 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
and nobody was outside except for one old man that was sitting on the porch.
Kimberly Clason. You know, Catalina Bird was working with her.
I love Catalina. I wish Catalina had just like beat that lady from whoever that lady with the bad wig.
Yeah, I wish she had as well. Yeah, Shannon Wright. Yeah, I wish.
Then I would have pulled for Catalina Bird.
Okay. Yeah, I wish she had won that as well. That's the only
Republican that I would have voted for.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe she can get out her feelings and get back out there again and try to do something in the next election because I like her. She should have beat that lady with the bad wig. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sitting here like here's my choices. I got to vote for a bald head man I ain't never met before, lady with a bad wig, or Brandon Scott with a big bush. So let me see. I guess I'm gonna have to vote for Brandon. As much as it hurted my feelings to push that button, I still supported it.
So tell me this: so if it had been Catalina Bird and Brandon Scott, you would have voted for Catalina?
I would have voted for Catalina.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I mean,
absolutely, because I know she would try to do something. If she say she's gonna do something, she's gonna try to get it done. Brandon been talking forever. Talking forever.
Yeah. You know,
I did sweep the election though. Everybody I voted for won. I did vote for Mosey. I like him. He's talking big too, and I want him to get some things.
Well, you need people that have a plan.
Yeah.
You need people to have a plan, and in order to make some change, you have to have a plan. And yes, Brandon Scott's been talking. He has a plan. As you said, Nick Mosby has a plan. And you said Catalina get out of her feelings. What do you mean by that?
Well, she said something about that she was going to retire and not do anything else because she was just worn out because Kimberly, Clasack, whatever the lady is, stripper lady didn't win.
The stripper lady didn't win. Thank God.
Yeah, so she was a little upset about that. Yeah, you think you can just come out the blue from Hunt Valley, wherever she's from, and strip clubs, and think you just going to just jump into the Senate office? No. Whatever it don't work that way. You can't just go feed junkies down on Pennsylvania Avenue and give them sandwiches and they hold signs for you, and you're going to win. She really thought she was going to win. And talk about this man who's been around as a proven track record forever. Said he ain't getting out there, he's not doing this, and he's going to win. Well, he swamped her.
Yeah.
He swamped her.
Twice.
70-30.
Twice.
Yeah. 3 times.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, but I agree.
When he died, they had to do an emergency election. He swamped her there. And then they swamped her in the primaries, and he swamped her again.
Yeah. Yeah, and so she raised a lot of money. And I talked to people out of town, and they were talking a whole bunch of big talk, and she was focused on people out of town. I think that part of her knew she wasn't going to win. I think she was trying to raise her profile nationally, and maybe she's going to try to do some other things, but I don't know what she's going to do.
Not in Baltimore.
Because Trump, she ain't going to do nothing in Baltimore. She wasn't from here. Trump is getting ready to be out of office. Yeah. Now
that phoniness a mile away.
Yeah, and the strip clubs now are closed, so I don't know. You know, she can't go right back to work.
Well, that's true.
I mean, true statement. You know,
she could do private shows on Zoom.
She can do that.
Yeah, but she got to go to school and learn how to answer some questions because they ask her a couple things. She can be like, I'll get back to you on that."
Yeah, I do that.
She got to be ready when they ask her something.
Well, I like you said, I hope that Catalina, losing an election. Especially, she was a better choice than Shannon Wright. She was a much better choice than Shannon.
100%.
So I'm sure she probably was frustrated, like, what in the world?
It frustrated a lot, too. Yeah. She put her effort and heart in it and just didn't get done. I mean, it's tough when you're running. I mean, you ran.
Oh, yeah.
That's a tough business.
And not getting it is tough. You know what I mean?
I was out there pounding the streets with my boy TJ. We out there pounding the streets and he lost, too, so it's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good feeling.
When you come a close second, that's rough. I can take being last or in the middle, but when you second and you like,
yeah, and then a close second to somebody that people don't know.
Correct.
And I'm sure that, but I don't think she should stop. And maybe we talk to her offline or whatever. But
I don't think she should stop. She's doing big things. We know her since she was a child. So
yeah.
Definitely. To get back out there and do it again because she was making some noise. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3, 4, 5, 15 times to get there, but yeah.
16, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, Kitty. Thanks, Kitty. Anything you want to say before we get out of
here? Just continue to pray, keep your mask on, and we're going to get through this. I know it's a tough time with this pandemic. We go through stuff like this every 100 years. This is our time. I wasn't around, of course, when the last thing that came through, but we're going to get through this. So sometime in 21 or 22, we get back to normal and just take it easy. That's all you can do.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, bro.
Absolutely. Hey, tell your father I'm coming to see him, son.
Okay.
He cut. I need to get up in there.
Yeah.
Me and that homegirl Caprina, she needs to call me too.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody trying to get back to the way we were back in the 90s and cut.
All right. So that's
talk to your father because he got it going on.
Yeah.
Mr. Billy D. Jr.
Right. All right. Thanks.
All right, man.
All right. Take it easy.
Yep. Later.
All right. So that was DJ Kenny B. And he had some interesting thoughts. Nikki, what do you think about what Kenny had to say?
He was hilarious. Well, I like I said before, I disagree. If we talking about Brandon Scott's hair, right?
Yeah.
Well, I disagree. I don't think there's anything wrong with his hair, and I don't think he set us back. And
he was a little hard on him.
Yeah, he was. I like, you know what, his hair not even gonna matter once he gets going and stick to his plan and make some things happen. Brandon's hair is gonna be Mayor Scott's hair.
Show some respect.
Yes, I changed it. It's gonna be a mood point. Let's say it like that.
Yeah.
I'm in his corner, so yeah.
John said that he needs to put the pink stuff in it.
Pink moisturizer.
yeah. I guess he told
my
the pink
gosh,
moisturizer.
that is hilarious.
And so Fields is hard. Fields is hard on Brandon Scott. Fields says that he is an imposter, an agent, provocateur. That Afro is Afrocentric, which he isn't.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna keep my comments.
He also agreed with Kenny B. Yeah. So these comments. Any other comments stand out to you?
Well, I switched it up a little bit. I went to Instagram. So let's see. We have Mr. Gray 2020. Me personally think it's a little weird, even if he wasn't mayor. Not that my opinion matters, but Locks would have been better. It's cartoon character Sharp right now. What I don't.
And this is on Instagram.
Yes, this is on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Anything else?
Let's see. People always. This is Hybrid the Jackal.
Okay.
People are always gonna have a problem with whatever. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is okay. So photo gray zone.
Oh, that's the photo gray zone. Yep.
Yep. Because that's what black folk do. Destroy from within. That's kind of deep.
That was deep. That was deep.
And along the same lines, DJ Greg 12,000. I'm sorry, 1,200. Sorry, I messed that up. We've been taught not to love ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and of course, Luscious Kisses weighed in with people so quick to judge.
Shout out to Luscious.
Yeah.
We will be on air with Luscious Kisses. I Want Luscious TV tomorrow, 11 p.m. here on RadioOnFire.com. So that's interesting. A lot of different thoughts on hairstyles. Hairstyles important to people. Hairstyle. You know how different you feel when you get your hair done, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Has a new hairstyle or a good hairstyle just made you feel better as far as your self-esteem?
I wouldn't say self-esteem.
Like, have you been feeling bad and then you get a hairstyle? And
now that's different. That's a little different than self-esteem, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, a new hairstyle can make me feel myself. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does. It makes you feel, because when you're looking good, you're feeling good. You know.
Absolutely.
So you're feeling confident. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So the Supreme Court has rejected the Texas lawsuit attempting to overthrow the election. So I'm glad about that when we're talking more about that. So another Trump lawsuit shot down. Another Trump lawsuit shot down, trying to overturn Joe Biden's election victory, ending this,
I have a question about all these lawsuits.
Sure.
So I asked you earlier if these cost money, right?
Yeah.
You said yes.
Yeah, everything.
So whose money is he using to file all these lawsuits that are not coming to pass?
He is. I don't think that he's going to run for office or anything.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that.
I don't think that either.
Yeah.
I think he's done, especially since he'll be running as a single man. Melania is out of. She is done. Wait a minute. What's her name?
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Melania.
I don't even know her name. She's not very vocal and things. I tend to forget about her.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he'll be single.
Yeah, he'll definitely He'll definitely be that. But whatever he does, he's not going to be president, and that ultimately is a good thing.
Yeah, I agree.
So the court's order was its second this week, rebuffing Republicans' request that it get involved in the 2020 outcome. He was trying to push Amy Coney Barrett in right before the election because he thought that he was going to be able to get her to go along with this foolishness, and it didn't happen. Mm-hmm. So there's that. Val Jenkins had a great comment. She said, "Don't tell them to get rid of their locks. I'm a whole loctician," she said. Also, I love his hair. I made a post about it today. He's very intelligent. He's black. He's amazing. He's the mayor. And if they can't see his intelligence from his hair, they need to grow up. I'm proud of Brandon, she said. All right. There you go. All right, of course, we'll be back tomorrow. RadioFire.com, TheDiamondKShow.com. Of course, you miss any episodes of the program. Radio and Fire is where you go. Also, search The Diamond K Show on all digital platforms. Subscribe to the show. Christmas night, the Jingle Jam, 6 p.m. Christmas night, RadioandFire.com. It is a virtual concert and a voters rally for this very important Senate race in Georgia that will hold the balance of the Senate in its hands. So we need people to go out and vote in Georgia. Election is not over with until we finish with this runoff. So we're going to be encouraging people in the state of Georgia Christmas night, as well as virtual concerts. We'll be talking about that more. Christmas night, I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Hosted by Jay Jackson and yours truly, Diamond K. Christmas night. But as for the program, I'll be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Diamond K Show. Thank you, Nikki, as always.
You're welcome.
All right. And thanks to everybody watching and listening. I will see you guys tomorrow.